everyone, welcome to today's vlog. As you've seen, we've been for our morning walk, we've had coffee, we've had breakfast, and we've been tidying out the cupboard and just sorting things out. And I've also bottom watered all of my cacti, the indoor ones, which I do about once every 3 weeks, once every month probably at the moment, because it's not that hot. Anyway, whilst we were tidying out the cupboard, I came across this, which is the famous 5 in Spanish, and obviously it's a book. Now, I used to read the famous 5 when I was young, and I loved it. I loved Enid Blyton books. I know they're like really like non-PC now and whatever, but I thought they were marvellous. I never read the 7 one, but I loved the famous 5, I loved the faraway tree and all that kind of thing. So when I saw this at the book swap, I thought, well, this will be a really good thing for me to have a go at reading in Spanish, because obviously it's for children, there's a lot of repetitive words, and I do know kind of the stories of the famous 5 and what's, you know, how they got. I can't remember every single story, but I just thought, well, that would be a really good thing, and I was going to read a few pages every morning. This was ages ago, and have I read a few pages every morning? No. Has this sat in the cupboard since then? Yes. And this got me thinking, whilst we were cleaning out the cupboard, how a lot of my good habits are starting to wane a little bit, and obviously I've got many excuses as to why I don't do things, and I'm also very good in my head at thinking that I am doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing, the good habits, but actually in all reality I'm not doing them enough, and I need to get a bit of a grip and get back on with it. And I'm not punishing myself, I'm not being hard on myself. I do these things because I want to feel well, I want to be happy, I want to be the best version of myself that I can be, and I also don't want to go back to being the weight that I used to be. And you know, these things that I do, if I don't do them, I do put on weight, end of story. And people, you know, I had a friend years ago who was very, very slim, and she was just naturally very, very slim, and she could eat what she wanted, and she used to sort of say to me, oh, you'll be fine, you're fine. And I think unless you've been through it, you do not understand. And for me, for example, with the exercise, I have to walk every day, and I have to really, ideally for me, do 12,000 steps a day. Now, I'm not even doing 10,000 a day at the moment. Don't get me wrong, if I'm poorly or there'll be the odd day that I don't do it, that's fine. But just lately, it's become the norm for me to do maybe 7,000 or 8,000, and I'm like, oh, well, that's all right, because it's nearly 10,000. But like I say, I used to be regularly doing 12,000 was the absolute minimum, and I know for me that's how I keep my weight off, or one of the ways. So yeah, this all got me thinking, and I thought, right, come on, action is needed. So for example, in my head in the morning, I get up, I drink mint tea and lemon water, I go outside, I do my exercises, I sit in the chair outside and watch the sunrise, and then I read some of my Spanish book. That's in my head what I think I do every morning. In reality, this morning, I got up, made a normal cup of tea with sweetener and milk in it. I then sat in bed for probably an hour, scrolling, watching things on YouTube. I did upload a YouTube video, to be fair. I didn't do any exercises, I didn't even do legs up the wall. So that's my reality at the moment, and that's not good. It's not a good way for me to start the day. It's not how I want to start the day. You know, by the time I did go outside, the sun was up, and I was like, I've missed sunrise. It's not good. I don't like this. So what I've done is I've used my, I don't know if you can see this, this was the 100-day challenge thing, but what I've actually done is just cut the top of it off. So I'm going to do a 25-day challenge, and I've sorted out a little morning routine, some things I need to do at lunchtime and some things I need to do in the evening. And none of this is particularly wow, none of this is anything that I haven't already done in the past. I've just got out of the habit of it. So as of tomorrow morning, I will be drinking mint tea. I will be doing my morning exercises. I will try to do about 2,000 steps because I can just go for a little walk around. When I do my exercises properly, I get almost 1,000 steps done. Sitting in bed for an hour, I get no steps done. I will read for 10 minutes, sitting outside, and I will be watching the sunrise, not being on social media. So I'm not allowed on social media first thing in the morning. I know it's better for me, and I just need to do that. Lunch times, I need to keep going with the glucose goddess hacks. I've slightly, again, in my head I think I'm doing them, but I'm not necessarily. So lunchtime I've got vinegar, need to do the vinegar, need to do the vegetable starter. I need to think about having enough protein with my lunch, and also having like a third of the plate full of vegetables, which again I've kind of slipped with a bit. And again, I know for me it's how I lose weight. It's one of the ways I keep my weight down. Not just that, it's also one of the ways that I feel better, I feel energized, I feel healthy, I'm getting what I need to keep my body happy. And also I want to make sure I have fruit then after my lunch, just for like a pudding thing. I usually have a banana, but again I'm getting, I've stopped sometimes doing that. So that's lunch. And then in the evenings, again, I need to go for the veggie starter for the glucose goddess. I've also changed to uploading my vlog in the evening. So this one you'll see in the morning, but as of tomorrow, the vlog will be uploaded somewhere in the like a late afternoon, early evening. It should be before 7 p.m. But it depends whether I'm at Spanish class or what else is going on. So I can't give an exact time, but hopefully it'll be before 7 p.m. because then I've got no phone or iPad after 7 p.m. Because if I look at my phone too much in the evening, then I don't sleep very well, which then has an effect the next day. Again, in the evening, I need to have done I've put 10,000 steps here, but I'm going to probably change that to 12. I might give it a week or two, and also to do the PM skincare. So like I say, it's nothing really outrageous, nothing that I can't do, nothing that I haven't already done before. It's just a matter of refocusing. You know me, I love a tick list. It motivates me and it helps me to remember what I am supposed to be doing, and hopefully we'll I'll get back into my better habits, because it's so I think I've got quite an addictive personality, and I very, very easily get into bad habits. So for example, if I have, I don't know, some biscuits one day with my cup of tea, I then think that the next day that I need biscuits. And if for some reason I do have them a couple of days in a row, that's it, it's become a habit. I need biscuits with my tea. Unfortunately, I'm not the sort of person that gets into good habits very easily. I have to really work at it. So, but I know, like I keep saying, it makes me feel better. It gives me energy. I don't get so many of the perimenopause symptoms that I can get if I go off track a bit. So also it will help my back, which has not been great, but is absolutely fine now. There was nothing wrong with my back at all this morning. I was just like, I need to upload my vlog. And once I'm on social media, that's it. I want to watch what, other people are doing. I want to I end up scrolling through Facebook and Instagram and looking at messages and watching vlogs, which I love doing, but I can do that later on in the day when I've done all the things that I need to do. So that is the plan. We're actually going, I've got a cup of tea here, we're actually going in a minute, well, after we need to go to the post office, then we're going to go around and visit a friend this afternoon. So I'm actually going to end the vlog here because I wouldn't be vlogging when I'm with my friend. And we've just got leftovers for dinner tonight. So I found some like pasta-y stuff in the freezer, got some broccoli to go with it. So yeah, just leftovers. And then tomorrow, well, the weekend, I haven't really organised anything for tomorrow. I feel like I need a bit of a day, a bit of a reset day. I'd quite like to have time to do a bit of crochet. I'd quite like to have time to do maybe a nice face mask and things like that. So I'm hoping tomorrow's vlog might be a bit of a reset and maybe even a little bit of pampering. That'd be nice. Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed today's vlog and I hope everybody's well, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Take care everyone. Bye.